can run, but you can't hide. Enforcer down.
Delta Brave, south.
What is up, my flockers? It's the Birdman coming at you with a commentary. So before I start, and I'm going to get into the topic right away, which is embarrassing stories, which I think you're going to enjoy. But I got to give a huge shout out and thank you to a buddy of mine, Jeff, who created the awesome logo that you're going to see on my videos, right up there on the top in the middle there, and also for creating my awesome intro. So I wanted something that was a little unique and different than some of the other channels. So he even before I wanted something like that, he offered to create something for me and ended up creating this awesome intro, which was just great. So thanks, Jeff. Big shout out to you. So I'm going to get right into the topic. So I wanted to go, and I did the whole series of drunk series, so I thought it would be interesting to do a series about embarrassing stories. So embarrassing stories, I got a couple of them for them, so I'm going to go through as many as I can before my time runs out. First embarrassing story. So when I first started working at the company I work at, we would have to work weekends a lot of the times, and so generally the times I would go in on the weekends were early morning, and I would go into the office because most people were able to work from home, but I like to just get out of the house and be in the office and have that whole space to like myself. So I would go in there and work, and generally I listen to so many different types of music when I'm working or when I'm doing anything. Wide variety. So for this day, I was just jamming out to Michael Jackson. I mean, Michael Jackson just does it for me when it comes to music. That guy gets my heart going, and I can just feel it in my shoulders. Just start getting those dance moves going. Oh, So I'm sitting there for probably like an hour listening to Michael Jackson, and next thing I know, like, I gotta get up and use the bathroom. So I go in there, take a piss, and as I come to the mirror, I still got that Michael Jackson going in my head, and still got it going in my head, and I'm like, no one else is in the office, and it didn't even occur to me that someone else could be. So I start kind of like practicing my Michael Jackson dance moves in the bathroom right in front of the mirror, watching myself. And so literally right as like I get the hand on the crotch and the hand here, this hand up in the air, I start to fling my leg out to the side to do like the leg kick with my hand in the air still, hand on the crotch, leg kicking out. And right as like I'm in like mid kick, I hear the door open, and literally my heart sank, and I look, and some other dude is just walked into the bathroom. And so I literally it's a pretty big company, and I kind of knew the guy, but I didn't, so it was just super awkward, and it was just like dead silence where he just kind of was staring at me. I'm staring at him, obviously face just beet red. I mean, super embarrassed. We're just kind of standing there, and then he walks by me, and I just walk out. We didn't say a word to each other. It was just one of the most awkward moments I've ever had, because usually I don't get embarrassed by hardly anything, but the fact that I was in a work setting, I'm a grown man in the bathroom by myself, my hand on my crotch, other hand in the air, mid Michael Jackson kick, and to me it looks sweet because I got Michael Jackson going in my head, but to him, he's probably like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Like, what in the world is he even doing? So that was that was one of my top embarrassing moments that I ever had at work. So this is story number 2 for you, also at work. So there was one day that we had some like meeting, some big meeting, and I generally don't have to get dressed up for work. I'm like a jeans and button-up shirt or polo shirt type of guy. And so, but this day I did dress up and I actually wore a tie. And so I hadn't worn a tie in forever. Like, I know how to tie it and everything, but the thing I kept struggling with is like getting it to be the right length. And so I get it tied and I feel like it's too long, and it just kind of just looked a little weird to me. And so without even thinking, I'm in the kitchen getting breakfast in the morning, and one of my women co-workers walks in, and our team members walks in, and she looks at it, and I ask her, because we're friends, I said, I need a woman's opinion on this, because I just need a woman's opinion, right? So I say, tell me your honest opinion. Is it too long? Without giving her any reference point, any type of idea of what I was talking about, she looked at me and she said, what? Excuse me? And I said, again, my heart sank. I'm thinking, oh, here comes a sexual harassment case. I mean, my work's pretty chill, so I knew that wasn't going to happen, but you still think, like, uh-oh. And I said, I'm sorry. My tie, is it too long? I haven't done a tie in forever. Like, I need your opinion. Is it too long? Do I need to readjust? And she says, oh. And then just proceeded to tell me, yes, it was too long. So she was a good sport about it, but at the time, man, I tell you what, I was a little nervous and my heart sank, and then it was a good laugh talking to the team about that after. So one last embarrassing story for you, and it's got to be quick because the video is almost over. In lunch, I'm getting my lunch. I'm walking towards the cash registers. As I'm walking towards the cash registers, there's a lady right to my left, and she's kind of like going at the same pace. So I was going to be a gentleman, right? And so I have my lunch in this hand, and I go to motion to her that you can go ahead of me, like, go ahead. So as I come from the side here, I didn't realize there's another girl on my right-hand side because I was watching this one on my left. And so my hand swings up like I was motioning, as I was motioning for the girl on my left to go ahead, smacks her right in the ass. I mean, right in the ass, to where her ass jiggled. She was pretty too, so the thing that I'm thinking is she thinks I'm hitting on her. She looks at me and goes, and gives me this look, and luckily the woman to my left saw it, and she said he was just letting me go ahead. So that saved me right there. So those are some funny stories for you guys. I hope you like it. If you did, please drop a thumbs up, give me subscribe if you like it, and peace out, my blockers.